What champ do you think is the most annoying to play against? Yumi? I don't know if I have like the most annoying champ to play against. But I definitely have champs that I think are just bullshit and there's nothing enjoyable playing against it. Like, for example, I don't like playing against Anivia, not because I think she's like OP or something, but because basically the champ is very strong pre-level 6 in lane, so it's kind of hard to like solo kill her or anything. She has such high range and there are ability patches in the game, so it's like impossible to like really deny her or kill her. And then she gets level 6, she ults the wave, and the wave is gone. And then level 6, ults the wave, and the wave is gone. And that's her whole gameplay pattern. Like, you just play without waves pretty much, because she just one-shots the wave, and I find that not very enjoyable. LeBlanc I don't find enjoyable because of static shoe. Not because like LeBlanc, just static shoe makes it extremely unenjoyable. With fleet and longsword start. I don't like... What else don't I like? I mean, I'm thinking about like mid-lane champs. I don't like... I mean, I don't know. I think playing the game against a very good Orianna player is extremely like frustrating. I think... What else do I find enjoyable? Very good Syndra can be a bit frustrating as well, kind of like Orianna. Yeah, Zat is extremely frustrating because you will just basically buy Hydra and make the laning phase be like Anivia. I find Auction a bit frustrating due to like the RNG aspect of solo queue can make Auction like pop off way too hard. And then he's obviously very obnoxious to lane against. That's the thing I don't like about Auction. And then a champ that I would probably like also, I find it very unenjoyable is Kiana. The reason why I find Kiana unenjoyable is... It depends on the champ you're playing. Like with some champs I'm fine. But if you play an auto-attack based champion like Tristana, I feel like Kiana is just... Her grass mark is what makes her problematic. And Kiana's grass basically counters every attack damage champion. Like champs that auto-attack. It just makes it... For example, you know how like majority of player base hates playing against Shindemer, for example, or Akali? The people find it very frustrating against Akali or Shindemer. I don't. I actually like playing against those champions. I also like playing against Yon and Yasuo, even though like majority of player base hates playing against Yasuo and Yon. So I'm a bit different. I find like different champs frustrating. Also, for example, I don't like playing in Zilan because kind of fits into the Anivia box, just clears face with bumps and then is an annoying piece of shit, right? I like playing against Salas, for example, because I think like either you like there's a lot of room to outplay a Salas. There's not a lot of bullshit, you know? That's kind of how I feel. But that's just mid-lane champs. I also have like champs that I don't like playing against in other roles. Don't like playing against Renekton, since I think his stats are way too overtuned. Don't like playing against Kane jungle, Kha'Zix jungle. Like, these champs are... There's nothing enjoyable about it, you know? I don't like playing against Munda. I don't like playing against Garen. The chat, how many times have you seen a Garen just lose lane? And then he hits like level 6 or 11 and just like does one combo and you one-shots you. With 0 skill. Like, I don't enjoy that, you know? I don't enjoy playing as Evelynn. Her stealth mechanic is extremely frustrating and you need to like completely play differently the whole game just because she's in the game. I don't like playing against Karthus, a global R and a champion that just will, no matter what, get his damage off, whether he ints or not. Extremely frustrating to play against. For example, I like playing against Gangplank, even if Gangplank is an overpowered champion. He has a lot of room to be outplayed with barrels, so I like that. I don't like playing against Rakan, Alistar, Rel, Nautilus. These champs have too much CC. They are a bit too overtuned. I don't like playing against... I don't think I like the current iteration of Vayne, okay? I like Vayne in general, but I think current iteration of Vayne is static Q Triforce, which makes her have too low cooldown on Q. So she's perma stealth and she has wave clear in her kit, which is supposed to be her weakness. So again, annoying. I don't like playing as Zac. I don't know what it is about Zac, but this champion is supposed to be a tank, but he deals damage like it's a carry. I don't know. Bro said all the champs in LoL. No, I'm actually mentioning only the champs that I don't like playing against. For example, I have plenty of champs I like playing against. Shaco. Shaco can be a bit frustrating, definitely, because you also have to change your play pattern, but it's nowhere near as frustrating as Evelyn. For example, you know what a champion I really hated playing against? AP Twitch support. That shit to me was like, AP Twitch support, I don't even know how that was in the game, honestly. Fiddlestick? No, I think Fiddlestick's fine. I mean, yeah, there's like certain aspects where you need to care, but that's just skill. Like, a lot of people have mental block against Blitz. I'm personally a big fan of Blitzcrank. Like, either he hits the hook and he's useful, or he doesn't and he's useless. Like, there is... The champion is like, either, you know, it's like high skill, high reward. I like that. Playing against Vlad is Resident Sleeper. Yeah, I agree. Playing against Vladimir is not very enjoyable. If you have a bad matchup. If you have like a melee champ that is just getting queued by Vladimir. Because Vladimir has no skill shots. And any champion that has no skill shots in kit are usually champions that are not fun to play against. Because they either just win you or they just lose. And there's no in between. And Vladimir, sadly, just has no skill shots. So the champ is like... Just yeah. It's the same reason why people don't like playing against Renekton. There's no skill shots on the champion. Either he just wins you with better stats, or he doesn't. Like, for example, I like playing against Vel'Koz. There is so much room to outplay a Vel'Koz, but also if Vel'Koz hits you, then he can kill you. Although, I would say the champ is probably a bit underpowered. True high ground, thanks for Twitch Prime. Basically, my rule of thumb is the less skill shots the champion has, probably the more like noobish it is, you know? The more it's unskilled. Ramos is the worst. Ramos top actually makes me question how strong the champ is. Because every time I play against Baus and he's playing Ramos top, I'm just like, I don't know, like, what is the counter to this? It feels so overtuned. Like, I'm not a big fan of Ilaoi. Her whole design is to just be on side lane. It doesn't matter if you're 0-10 or 10-0, you're the same champion. You buy complete bullshit items like Iceborne Gauntlet. And then your whole kit is you either hit the E or you get multi-man ult and then you just kill them, or you don't and you're useless. And I don't like the design is just so terrible. She can be 0-10, you gank her with 3 people, she presses ult and you're dead. Like, this type of design, like, I don't know, man. Like, I think it's fun to play Ilaoi in autopilot mode. Like, imagine you're just a casual League player. Like in Diamond. You just play Ilaoi, you push a little bit on side, you don't give a fuck about anyone else. You're just playing your own game. It's probably fun for the player playing Ilaoi, but for the people playing against it, like... What is this design, you know? Like, the most frustrating mechanics in the game to play against are definitely stealth and invincibility. Like Gwen W. Not fun spell to play against. Did you got a coaching video? What does that mean? Oh, actually, I'm not even looking at every champ in the game. I just realized. Like, Yeah, and then there's like stat check champions I don't particularly enjoy playing against. Like if Shyvana is in a good spot in League and she buys like stat check items and her whole kit is just stat check, it's annoying. Nasus is annoying. Yorick is really annoying. Warwick is really annoying. Volibear is a complete stat check. Seth is a stat check. Warwick, Udyr. You know, there's not like a lot of skill expression on these champs. Like there is, but there isn't. Pike mid was like a thing that I feel like no one enjoyed playing against it. For example, I'm not a big hater of Malphite. A lot of people hate Malphite. Not the biggest hater of Malphite. I'm also not the biggest hater of Cassante. There's definitely, you know, like I admit there's some certain aspects of Cassante that is bullshit, but in general he's like okay-ish. Especially now because he got nerfed a lot. For example, I wish Cho'Gath was better because even if Cho'Gath is strong, you can at least like dodge the Q and stuff. You know, there's room to outplay a Cho'Gath. There's not a lot of room to outplay a Warwick running at you. Or Udyr. With Jaksha. Champs with silence should not be played? Why not? Like what? Like would you rather play against silence or would you rather play against a stun? I don't know, man. I agree that like silence should be like a rare thing in League, but I personally don't see a reason why silence shouldn't be in the game. If your champ is auto attack based, silence doesn't really do anything to you. Or not as much at least. You know? I'm gonna try to upload my newest video on YouTube and see if I lag.